So it sounds like, having PST files around our computers, network shares, is a bit of a liability.
Yes.
What can people do? Can they just go and find these files? Are there things that Microsoft provides that can help us with this? What would be the best option for a company who wants to reduce this risk in their environment?
So Alan, getting rid of one user's PST file is pretty easy. But for an enterprise organization, getting rid of 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 users is hard. So there are some free tools available that Microsoft provides called PST Capture. It's a great tool if you have 1, 5, maybe 10 people you got to get rid of PSTs for. If you have 5,000 users, 10,000 users, 100,000 users, you really need an enterprise-grade application like PST Flight Deck that was designed to go out, find those PST files, migrate onto a centralized platform like Exchange or Office 365, and then remove them off source.
So what that does is it takes the mail out of these random files all over your environment and puts them into a centralized place, and then you get rid of the original ones so they don't get lost. That's right.
Absolutely, yes.
So what other advantages do you get having your email now all in this one house of Office 365?
Being able to centralize all your mail into one location such as Office 365 instead of having it sat out in all these different PST files where you can't discover it, you don't know what's in there, really helps a company to be able to respond to litigation requests, in the event of an e-discovery situation, and with GDPR, with data subject requests that are going to start rolling in, being able to respond to those very efficiently and quickly.
So we've been talking about GDPR a lot. Obviously, it's in the news at the moment. But
Right.
is this a new thing for us? Is this something we've been doing for a while? Are there other legislations that have similar types of requirements?
Alan, we've been doing PST migrations for several years. Flight Deck, the product's over 10 years old. So there have been SEC considerations, FINRA, any government financial institution, pharmaceutical, there's all kinds of regulatory bodies out there that people have to be able to search email on. We've been migrating PST files for them for a few years. Now, last year alone, we migrated PST files for over 300,000 users.
So we talk a lot about the benefits for the organization, for legal, compliance, security. Are there any benefits to the end user? We have this term we use internally called a PST upgrade. Can you talk me through that?
Absolutely. So we used to refer to these projects as PST elimination projects, but now when we're dealing with organizations and we're working with them to help them develop end-user communication, we say, don't call it elimination, call it a PST upgrade project. We're upgrading from Exchange to Office 365. We're upgrading your laptop to this new PC. We're upgrading your PST experience. So no longer are your emails just in this one file, only accessible via Outlook on your laptop. They're now going to be in your mail. They're going to be in your mailbox in Office 365. You're going to open up Outlook, your email is going to be there. You just have one place to search for your files, not many.
I think for me personally, in the old days when I had a lot of PSTs, not having access to them on my mobile device was probably the worst part of it. I'm like, oh, that's in my PST that's up there on my desktop. So I think that story is really resonating with customers at the moment.
Absolutely. Whenever we pitch that as the solution, PST upgrade project, their eyes light up. It's like, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. So that solves one of their internal problems of getting buy-in from the end users, because the P in PST is personal. So telling somebody you're going to take away their personal copy of their emails, they get very, very like, no, this is mine. You can't have it. I don't care that I haven't opened it for 20 years. But explaining to them, we're not taking it away. You're still going to have access to your emails during the migration project, the upgrade project. And then once all your emails are in Office 365, where they're easily accessible from your mobile, any workstation that you happen to be on, then we'll take away the PST, only after all your mail has been moved. We're going to take lead. We're going to run the business. Damn it, what was I going to say?
It's your job that you do every day.
I know, right? Yes. What's wrong with you? I talk to the customers so the engineers don't have to.
I have people skills. All right.
All right.